What's up guys, Kawasaki here, and today I'm going to be doing a pretty much a comparison video between TJPW's Summer Sun Princess and the Stardom Midsummer Champions match cards. These are both happening July 9th Japan time and July 8th US time. Without further ado, I'm going to cover the TJPW Summer Sun Princess match card. So the matches, not in any order. But all I know is that the main event is Shoko Nakajima taking on Rika Tatsumi. For the Princess Tag Team Championships, we have Yuka Sakazaki and Mizuki take on challengers Saki Akai and Yuki Arai. For the International Princess Championship, we have Maki Ito taking on Alex Windsor from Pro Wrestling Eve. Then we have a special singles match between Thunder Rosa from AEW and Miyu Yamashita. Then we have a special tag team match between Arisu Endo and Riho from AEW, taking on Mei Saruga from Gato Move and Suzume. That's a typo. I really need to fix that. I'm just gonna do that right now. Yeah, it's not Mizuki, it's Suzume. Yeah. Problem solved. Then we have a special singles match between Miyu Watanabe and Willow Nightingale. I believe she's a part of Impact, if I'm not mistaken, or she's freelancing around the US. Then we have a special tag team match with Hikari Noa and Hikaru Shida from AEW taking on Yuki Kamifuku and Mahiro Kiryu. Then we have a special 8-woman tag match between Raku, Yuki Aino, Pam Harajuku, and Aja Kong, taking on Hyper Masao, Haruneko, Nao Kakuta, and Kayatori Bami, and a singles match between Moka Miyamoto and Juria Nagano. So with this one, the Moka Juria match I feel was kind of expected and or bound to happen because they both have martial arts backgrounds, martial arts gimmicks, and all that. That one's gonna be quite of a fun opener, if it's actually gonna be the opener in comparison to the rest of the matches. The 8-woman tag match, it's going to be nothing but chaos. I mean, you have Aja Kong, which is pretty much the Juggernaut bitch, and Hyper Masao, and when Hyper Masao's in any match, you know all hell's going to break loose. Hikari Noa and Hikaru Shida took each other on, I believe, at Grand Princess. It's kind of interesting that they're going to be tag teaming together, so I'm kind of looking forward to that one. Miyu Watanabe and Willow Nightingale. These two big on Powerhouse. Willow Nightingale, even when I first heard the announcement, I was, not gonna lie, very upset because I was just went to assumptions that she was gonna take on Maki for the Princess belt, but it's not that way. Miyu Watanabe, Willow Nightingale, it's pretty much big meat slapping meat, and in all honesty, Willow Nightingale pretty much fits the TJPW mold. Very, I guess, family friendly. I don't know about family friendly, but she goes with the crowd. She's very over, at least, and like she could do comedy stuff, puts on a smile, having a good time. So that one's gonna be a really fun match to watch. I'm very interested on how that's gonna play out. With the Riho and Mei Saruga match, I'm kind of mixed. I mean, it's great to see Riho and Mei Saruga back. I know Riho typically tag teams with Shoko Nakajima, but again, Shoko's in the main event. And they've split Daisy Monkey up in this match. Like, Riho, Mei Saruga versus Daisy Monkey will be honestly very one-sided. So, I honestly don't know why they split them up in this match. I know Suzume still has some unfinished business with Riho, and Mei Saruga, I don't think she's won up against Risu Endo ever. So, this will be a fun tag team match. Very, very high-paced. Thunder Rosa and Miyu Yamashita, I feel this may be match of the night. A lot of people know about Thunder Rosa and her AEW run. I know the Joshi fans well know Miyu Yamashita from TJPW, and a lot of overseas fans are starting to know her from her debut in DPW, as well as AEW Dark, I believe, Elevation, when she teamed up with Sky Blue and took on like Nyla Rose and Serena Deeb or something like that. Apparently she impressed backstage, and there's been rumors going around that she was going to be taking on Thunder Rosa for the AEW Women's Belt. It just depends on how that's going to play out between Thunder Rosa and Toni Storm. And for the International Princess Belt, Maki. I know Alex Windsor was the one that Shoko went up against back when Shoko went over to the UK for Pro Wrestling Eve. In all honesty, I don't really watch Eve. I'm going to go on this on a blind eye. I'm pretty sure it's going to be a good match. It could go either way. I know Maki is going to GCW in August for GCW's Homecoming. So just from that base assumption, she is not winning the Princess Cup, sadly. I just want Maki to go for the Princess belt. Please, we get another run. I'll just have her hold the belt for a little bit. I'm going to be honest. But getting back on track, Maki Ito, Alex Windsor, I think that's going to be a good match nonetheless. I'm going to go on it with a blind eye. And for the Princess Tag Belts, Yuka and Mizuki versus Saki and Yuki. Okay, here's my little gripe. If Yuka and Mizuki win, who else is going to challenge for the belts? And with Saki Kai and her usual scheduled DDT, I honestly don't know what her schedule will be like if her and Yuki Rai win the tag belts. I don't know. Maybe she'll have a stint in TJPW if she does win the belt, hopefully. But again, if Yuka and Mizuki retain, who else is going to compete against them for the belt? That's just my big thing. I mean, nonetheless, it's going to be a great match. Yuka and Mizuki have held the belt since Wrestle Princess 2 last year, with defeating Neo Bishikigun, Saki-sama, and May St. Michelle. And they've beaten, I believe it was Daydream, Daisy Monkey, Free Wi-Fi, and 1 Million. They haven't faced the Reiwa anti-aircraft cannons. I know it's not what they're called, but yeah. Main event, Shoko versus Rika. So Rika got the number 1 contender after winning the Fatal 4-Way at Cyberfight, and she pretty much cemented herself into the main event back again. Rika hasn't held the belt since last January. So Rika beat Yuka Sakazaki back at TJPW 21 in January, held the belt up until May's Yes Wonderland, where she was defeated by Miyu Yamashita. And ever since then, she's kind of been in limbo. I mean, she's had the chance to win gold with the tag belts, but it just didn't happen. Honestly, it should have. They had the chance at Grand Princess and they lost. Shoko, she has held the belt since Grand Princess in March. She defended it against Yuki Aino, Hyper Masao, and Yuka Sakazaki. I'm kind of like 50-50 on the reign so far, just because I still want to see what other stuff she can pull out in matches like this. And on Rika's end, I felt like her reign was cut off too soon. So for this one, I'm feeling a little 50-50 on it. It can go either way. I think Shoko's going to retain it if I'm going to be 100% honest. And that's pretty much the card for SummerSlam Princess. Those are like my thoughts, a little bit of predictions. Now let's go to Stardom with the Midsummer Champions match card. Okay, so opening match, we have Lady C taking on Hina. And for the future Stardom title, we have Hanan versus Waka Tsukiyama. Then we have a tag match between Utami Hayashishida and Miyu Amasaki taking on Mirai and Ami Sourei. We have a 8 tag between Mayu Iwatani, Koguma, Hazuki, and Saida taking on Saki Kashima, Fuking and Death, Rina, and Buwaka. Then we have a elimination tag match between Tom Nakano, Mina Shirakawa, Sayaka Unagi, Hikari Shimizu, Saki, and Yuko Sakurai from Colors take on Julia, Maika, Himeka, Natsupoi, Mai Sakurai, and Tekla, Donna Del Mondo. Then for your 3 title matches, we have Azumi taking on Momokogo for the High Speed Championship, Saya Kamitani versus Starlight Kid for the Wonder Stardom Championship, and Siri versus Momo Watanabe for the World of Stardom belt title. Yes. Okay. Lady C and Hina, that one's gonna be a pretty interesting one. It'll be a pretty good opener. I mean, it's not bad, but it's not like 5 out of 5. Again, it's just gonna be the opener match. Hanan versus Waka. Hanan has probably been one of the greatest future Stardom champions ever since winning the belt off of Ruaka. She's defended it against a lot of people, and I think she's taking on Tomaka Inaba for the future belt, and I feel that match is gonna go really, really great. Hanan, Waka, I'm still praying on the Waka Uprising. I will be highly surprised if Waka wins the belt here, but I'm gonna lean a little bit more towards Hanan. God's Eye Queen's Quest. I guess the vets of the the vets of this team, Utami and Mirai. This was kind of bound to happen. Pretty much just two freight trains about to hit each other, and then we have Miyu and Ami. So it'd be a pretty decent tag match. Stars Water Tai. It's gonna be very one-sided. If I'm gonna be it's either gonna be very one-sided where the Stars are gonna pick up the win, or Saki Kashima is gonna roll someone up with some bullshit and pick up a very quick win, or a very unexpected win. And Cosmic Angels and Donner Domando. This is going to be one of the fallout matches between Tom Nakano and Natsupoi, Tom Nakano and Julia, or Mina Shirakawa and Himeka. Tom Nakano has always had a feud against Julia. Tom Nakano has always had a feud against Natsupoi. Mina Shirakawa's, she's going to have a build with Himeka. Those matches are going to be happening actually this weekend during To The Top, which will be the 26th Japan time, 25th here in the US. And then Tom Nakano and Natsupoi are going to go up against each other again at Korakuen Hall next week. So, a lot of bloodlust in this match. It's going to be a very fun and interesting one. It would be cool if they did Tom, Mina, and like Julia or Natsupoi and Himeka as the final four. But again, that's just me. And Azumi Momokogo. So, Azumi has been the high-speed champion since, I believe, February when beating Starlight Kid for the belt. And on the other hand, Momo has been training with Hazuki, and Hazuki has been one of the greatest high-speed champions Stardom has ever had. So, pretty much current next big thing, taking on this protege of one of the greatest champions. It's going to be a great match. I honestly feel Azumi is going to pick up the win on this one. Now, this one, Saikar Mitani and Starlight Kid. I'm honestly 50-50 on this. I'm okay with whoever wins this one. I mean, me personally, I want Starlight Kid to win it, but the winner of this is pretty much going to have to take on Kairi. And Kairi is one of the top Wonder Stardom champions. I know she isn't the top, but she's one of like the greatest out to ever hold the belt. So, this is going to be a great fight. I'm a little concerned on who's going to win because whoever wins, liberties are definitely going to be taken. And the main event, Syuri versus Momo Watanabe. This is pretty much a rematch from the 5-Star Grand Prix last year when Syuri beat Momo Watanabe to win the 5-Star Grand Prix. I think Syuri was the winner of the blue block, and Momo was the winner of the red block, or was it flip? Regardless, this is a rematch between Syuri versus Momo Watanabe from the 5-Star Grand Prix. Honestly, Momo needs to have that time to shine with the red belt, but usually with the red belt, title reigns don't switch hands that easy, or that quick, or that often. So, I have a feeling Syuri could hold the belt at least until like the end of the year, or I'd honestly be surprised if Syuri dropped the belt now, because in all honesty, Syuri always gets her shit kicked in at press conferences. I don't know what it is. Like, Risa kicked her shit in, and now Momo's kicking her shit in at the press conferences. Like, I don't know what's up with Syuri, but she comes back at like the actual match, and it's just flip it. But Momo, she's been at the company since I think 2013, 2014. I could be wrong. If I'm wrong, I'm sorry. If not, then we'll deal with it. Momo honestly needs a reign with the red belt, at least once. This could be a time to do it. She could have a wrench in her boot, or a trick up her sleeve. Probably Orotai is going to be in the one corner, and Gaza is going to be in the other, so no butt fuckery is going to happen. This could either be 50-50 between the two, or a time limit draw. But, end of the thoughts. If I were to pick one, I mean, all honesty, like, it could be 50-50, but okay. So TJPW will be on Wrestle Universe. I believe this starts at 9 p.m. Pacific time. And no, I believe it's either 9 or 10 o'clock Pacific time here in the US, July 8th. And Stardom, I believe, starts July 9th at 1 a.m. So if you're going to watch these back to back, it'll be TJPW and it will overlap with Stardom. So you can watch one then the other. Honestly, I'm going to be really dead. So I'm pretty much going to pick like one. Or either watch one and then just VOD the other one. Or just order it and then just wait. But TJPW Summer Sun Princess will be on Wrestle Universe, where you can get, I believe, 2 weeks free or the entire month of July free. I don't know what the promotion is going to be for only 900 yen. So the first month will be free, and then the next month it'll be 900 yen, which is roughly like $7 US. Stardom will be on pay-per-view. I don't know when those go on sale. I believe it'll be the week of. Those are usually about 4,000 or 4,500 yen, which roughly is equivalent to about $40. So yeah, that's how my thoughts are on the TJPW and Summer Sun Princess and the Midsummer Champions card. Cool thing is, this shit gonna be on my birthday, which is kind of cool. So I know one thing for sure. I mean, me personally, I'll be doing the TJPW Summer Sun Princess card just because it's a little bit more manageable. I'm not gonna be like a zombie trying to watch a Stardom card, but expect the unexpected. I could be doing both. I could be watching Midsummer Champions. Yeah, thank you guys for watching, and hopefully I'll catch you guys on my next stream. Peace.